toast it up. Cigar term. Toast this cigar. Y'all know what we came to do? Came to give it to you, baby. Something to smoke too. I told you we're gonna make this thing more consistent. Try and get it in. We got a couple things to talk about, man. Something to Smoke 2 podcast. We are here. It's all about tradition right now, though. Y'all know what we got to do, man. Tell you what we're smoking, what we're drinking. I'm gonna start with my guy Trav over here. What you smoking, what you drinking, bro?
Smoking on Rocky Patel's 60. Pairing it up with some ABK cognac.
60. All right. Now ABK, that come from what is that? Total Wine?
Yeah, Total Wine. It's exclusively sold there. It's a really it's priced really well for the amount that you get.
Yeah.
Like $40 for what, a liter?
Yeah, if y'all see it on the camera, that's his bottle right here.
Yeah. So, price really good. The price really don't tell anything about how it tastes, but it's a really good cognac.
That's what I'm talking about. Something to Smoke 2, man. Moving on, man. My guy Smokey. What you smoking? What you drinking, bro?
I am smoking an Isla del Sol. Pulled out another infused for my infused folks. Hey, this one to try. If you just starting out smoking cigars for the first time, I think that this is a good smoke for the first time. Right now, it's pretty sweet on the tip.
Yeah.
With a little bit of coffee beans in the smoke.
Got coffee, hey, he got coffee beans off the shit.
Yeah, a little espresso.
Yeah. But I'm drinking on a little bit of Zacapa.
Yeah,
23.
But the tip is sweet to you, huh?
Pause. Already.
Don't throw it on me. Throw it on that guy. Flag on the play. But hey man, for my infused folks, go on out there and get y'all ears up there. So when you want to get that first start off.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Isla del Sol. He keeping it true for the infused. Steve-O. What you smoking over there, man?
Did you say what you was drinking already?
Yeah, he said it's a copper.
I'm still tripping over here. I'm smoking an Arturo Fuente Canones, and I'm pairing it up with a Crown and Coke from the liquor store.
You sticking with the Crown 23, huh?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Crown 23. Sticking with the Crown 23.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Something to Smoke 2, man.
Limited edition.
Let me tell you, I am smoking the Opus X 20 years. This comes from the father and son pack from Opus, Fuente. Opus X, they release it every Father's Day around that time. The Opus X 20 years. I'm also drinking Hein Rare cognac. Cognac that was recommended to me a little while ago. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It's like, to me, it's like a starter cognac to me. A little step above Hennessy. But let's keep this thing going, man. See how my guy's week been going. Steve-O, we're gonna go back to you, man. How your week been?
I think week's been pretty good. I had to figure out what I was doing for the week. Are we just coming off the 4th?
Yeah.
We are just coming off the 4th of July, man.
Yeah. So it was a short work week, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's why I really don't remember. All right. The work week was obviously decent because I don't remember it, which is a good thing when it's uneventful.
Yeah.
Weekend, just hanging out, chilling. Me and the wife hanging out yesterday. Really just in the backyard all day into the night. A lot of bugs out right now, though. I don't know where these guys coming from, but it's more than normal. I had to spray my bar down today, man. I started having ants, which I ain't seen in a long time.
Flying ants?
Like
hey,
red,
that's
black?
not what I saw on the bar, but there are flying ants in the backyard again. I was sitting over by the pool yesterday, and they starting to pile themselves up over there, which is a little late in the season for what we used to. But I guess that last freeze just threw off the whole space-time continuum from Mother Nature.
Hey, if y'all don't know, we are from Georgia, man. We get every kind of bug you can think of down here, man.
Yeah, you wonder anything. Them damn June bugs are out.
Man,
They're everywhere, bro.
Everywhere. They out there committing felonies, assault.
Don't have no lights in the yard.
Yeah.
They coming.
When we sat out last night, man, I blacked out the backyard. It was so bad with them, not the June bugs. I mean, they out there, but they are what they are. But it just these other little pesky ass bugs was bothering. So we just blacked out the whole backyard. Just had the waterfall on. I turned on the lights, under the bar.
Yeah.
And we just sat out there, with some music playing.
Yeah.
Hey, you had a plan.
Yeah.
He adapted.
Yeah.
Some people need to learn to adapt.
Yes, sir.
Smokey, how your week been, bro?
Well, like Steve said, short work week. Work week was pretty slow. Wasn't much of starting up a new job, so things are slow right now once you're getting things started.
Yeah.
But other than that, running behind basketball with the kid and running behind track with my other child. Hey, man, you know how it is. It's an eventful thing when you're running behind the children, man. You get to see them take their first chances of life.
Yeah,
working
you
on
get to watch
things
them grow.
that they claim they love. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
hopefully it pans out for both of them. Make them better human beings for the future. You know what's up.
Hey, man, y'all heard that? He said he trying to make them better human beings. Good God Almighty.
My role
Son of
model.
Smoke too, man. That's my guy. Trail, how your week been, bro?
Doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. 4th of July was good. Had a few of the family folk over. Put a few things on the grill. Just family stuff. Getting in that family time.
Yeah,
man.
I saw you and Smoke pretty much cook for the village. But y'all, y'all didn't call the village over, but y'all cook for the village.
We got a big village, bro.
Yes, we
got
do.
a real big village.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I had a good time. Can't complain.
Hey, man,
Good
that's
holiday.
what's up, man. And my week been pretty good, man. Got a couple houses under contract. Another one about to hit the market soon. They finally finished their repairs. One day on this podcast, I'll go into real estate, man, and really break down what people need to do to sell their house, what they need to do, just to get it marketable. Because I don't feel you should just put it on the market talking about it's as is.
Yeah.
I'd rather you do a little something to it, not spend, a whole lot of money, man. But you got to get it ready, man. Nobody, like I tell everybody, man, nobody wants the wrinkled shirt in the mall, man. You got to iron that shirt.
Got to do a little bit.
It's the same philosophy with your house, man. Clean up. Hey, man, I'm just trying to tell you. Smoking, man. We finna get right into your subject, bro.
What's that?
We finna go right into the NBA.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, man, but before we even get there, man, shout out to the Braves, man. They are whooping ass, man. I know most of us, I'm probably the only one really watch baseball. Well, me and Smoke.
Yeah, I
watch baseball,
sometimes.
but hey, man, shout out to the Braves, man. They really getting in. Hope they bring us another chip this year.
I watched that girl softball a pretty good bit, and watched the little kids baseball.
Yeah, I didn't
know
watch
what I'm
girl softball. You're really evolved.
I watch girl softball, man. It's competitive, man. I don't know what it is, man. They play hard.
It is, man.
They play hard.
Chris over here talking shit. We was watching the cornhole championship the other week.
Hey, man, that sound real crazy, man. We did watch
Football off the TV. NBA is on
Even
the
got
doggone
inspired.
summer league.
Hey man,
So
we
you
even
go
got
watch
inspired to
something.
bring out, what I'm saying, bring out the cornhole, bust it out in the backyard, play a few rounds.
I have been enjoying some leagues so far. It just started up, and
Yeah.
I like the Big Three. I've been watching the Big Three Ice Cube's league, man. It's
But hold
it's
on,
really
pause
good,
for a
bro.
minute. So did Ice Cube go to ABC?
Nah, the games I've seen been on CBS.
Oh, CBS. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they've been on CBS and-
yeah, because I heard that he had a little falling out with the NBA.
Well, Ice Cube always have a falling out with everybody. It's gonna happen.
Every day ain't a good day.
Oh no, don't talk down on my brother. We ain't gonna do that
It's
shit.
not down. I actually like that he be bucking.
Yeah, he be bucking. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He bucking they bull job.
Every day ain't a good day.
Everything.
One time.
That's why he say that one day was a good day.
Yeah.
Today was a good
Today.
day.
He said today was a
He
good
didn't
day.
say every day.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit. Something to smoke to, man. NBA Summer League, and I'm gonna get right into it, man. The number one draft pick, what's his name? Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
I still don't know his first name, but Wembanyama. Hopefully I said it right. Had a terrible game.
Yeah.
Well, he had was a terrible game.
What
He was
happened,
awful.
Smoke?
I won't say
This
that.
motherfucker got bodied by a
Smoke,
5
what
foot,
happened?
I won't say that.
a
man.
5 foot midget bodied Wembanyama.
You said it the other night. Did
Hey,
you change
man.
your perspective?
Literally took him straight to the hole.
But put it like this,
So
man.
what's going on, bro?
I got to be on the kids side, man. You come into the league, your body ain't fast, big, and strong like these boys are in the league. But you playing against rookies while you playing in the summer league.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
bodies
didn't
weren't
say
developed
right.
either.
Right now, he playing against his
It's
His
equal
own
out
level.
there.
His
You
level.
playing
He's the big
against-
guy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he has an advantage. He's
But,
7 feet tall.
But to me, though,
7'3"
y'all
and a
can't
half.
y'all can't let the world put y'all on somebody. Y'all should have been watching this man before. He was always kind of when he playing against people with less talent and playing overseas, not like playing in the NBA where you got real talent.
So you're saying they were drafting him off of potential, not what he's doing.
They know what they could turn him into.
Okay.
Come
But
on,
they
man.
did him a disjustice.
It's
right
a market, baby.
With all the hype, I was thinking we finna see LeBron Jr. out
Now.
there,
They gave
but I
him
mean,
too much
They
hype.
got to keep us hyped up, baby. They got to keep us watching
They
that
said
thing.
generational.
They told us he was gonna put Kevin Durant to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Now we going too damn far.
He was gonna rock Kevin to
Going too
sleep,
far now.
bro.
We going too far about that now. I mean, hey,
But anyway, I told y'all he would get
Wembanyama,
bodied, and he
keep
did.
working hard, brother. It'll work out, man. But you know how it is. The critics, we gonna be on your ass. You gotta
We
get out
gonna
there.
be
You
on
gotta
your
ball.
ass. We paid for the fucking tickets.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Steve-O, you watched the game with me. We watched it at your house, matter of fact. How you felt about the kid in a man's body?
Well, based
to
off
me.
the media hype, it didn't meet up to expectations, but we had a lot of mixed opinions about it. When Smoke found out, he said he was a generational player. He had them eyeballs came up. Like, who you talking about?
Yeah, what the word you talking about?
on there. But when you look at his first stat, 2 for 13. That says
2 for 13,
a lot. However, there are some blocks in there, a few assists.
He had 5 blocks.
Yeah, and then he played almost 27 minutes in the game. So you got to try to pick the positive out of it. It is the summer league, so you hope you don't want to judge somebody off of one showing, although we did that night.
Nah. We just fucking around, but still.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, to their credit, both teams were terrible.
It is. I've seen better high school games.
Yeah, you got 40 points in the NBA in the third quarter. Like,
Yeah, they did have 40 points in the third quarter. It was like 20 at the
Shoot,
half.
I just watched AAU games today and everybody was above 40.
Damn.
yeah.
Full game.
Hey.
We see 50 and 60 in AAU, so somebody need to tighten up.
Literally.
Somebody needs to tighten up for real,
Literally.
man. But
It's not exciting, that's for sure. But you saw Popovich over there with his head down a lot, like,
Pop just showed up just because it was his first game. But Pop will not be at this game tonight.
yeah.
You don't think so? He'll be there.
He might be there, but he might go in the back and go to sleep.
Yeah, he's Pop is the people's champ. The players love Pop.
Pop is about the people, man. About the players.
So
Big time.
is he grandpop now?
Yes.
He'd have been like 5 generations of
Great.
people.
Yeah, he about the
grand.
oldest coach.
Ancestral Pop,
Yeah.
Ancestral.
Eddie Pop.
Yeah.
Oh,
God damn.
he that old? God
Damn. There we go.
Son of Smoke too, man. Trap, before I move on, Trap, how you felt about the kid, man? Wembanyama.
I would say
Damn, it's that hard.
I'm trying to find the correct way to say it. I believe I fell into the hype without seeing him, so I was already at a 10 with all the hype.
And that's what they did
Right.
wrong, man.
So,
They built you up and
Watching
he
the
let you down.
game, looking at the bad shot and the air balls and the bad dribbling, the bad passing.
See, the NBA still do the building like they got LeBron coming in the game. Now,
Yeah.
when LeBron came in out of high school,
You got exactly what they talked about.
Exactly what they talked
Yeah.
about. You saw something that was like, oh shit, this is amazing. But
Yeah.
now it's hard to who
Yeah.
been that since LeBron?
I'm not saying he's not what they say he's going to be, but the first pick,
That's like when Jordan came in the league. That they talked about Jordan, but they ain't talked about him like that.
Yeah, but Jordan didn't play
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
But Jordan didn't play like that.
So, but,
Jordan didn't play like that.
but that's what I'm saying. Did Kobe get taught like that? No.
Yes.
No, sir.
Well, they said-
No,
They
Kobe
said
came
Kobe
in
was
as a phenom, bro.
Yeah, he was
But
the
Kobe
next
sat
Michael
on
Jordan.
the bench for 2 years straight, bro.
you're saying what he did.
Because the Lakers know what they doing.
Hold on, all right.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying Kobe was on the same level as this
First
dude
off,
right
Kobe
here
was
on his
not-
first game?
He was better.
Hold on, let's
Who's
put it like
better?
this.
Who's better?
Hold on,
Who's better?
Kobe's much better.
Okay,
come on,
that's
but
what we
put
saying.
it like this: so when Kobe come in the league, bro, you didn't hear about Kobe for a couple of years. Kobe was in the league for a couple of years, bro. I'm telling you, you did not hear about Kobe when he first.
We're not talking about. Did you hear about him?
They didn't build him up like this.
His summer
Media's
league.
different these
Did his
days.
summer
Yeah.
league look like that?
Nah.
Did
yeah.
his summer league? I don't
Did
even know if
his-
he even played his summer league.
His practice didn't look like
Did
that.
they have one back
Hey
then?
man,
Yeah, they had summer league.
I don't
They
think he
summer
had
league.
any
it on air?
time he stepped
But
in the
nah, it
court
wasn't
to
on
look
air
like
like
that,
it's
man.
on air now.
His practice, his Olympics, his everything didn't look like that. Nothing
Yeah,
looked
but
like that.
man, come on, man. Kobe still was in the league a couple of years before he touched the floor to even become a star.
And he
Let me
still didn't look
tell
like
you
that.
a couple comments that
I
actually.
could tell you players they got rid of to let Kobe become a star. And Kobe was on the bench for years, bro.
Yeah, they got to give Eddie Jones, I think his name
Yeah,
was.
that was
Yeah.
my guy.
He skated on him.
Yeah, they let his ass.
Yeah.
Go.
Were they wrong?
No.
No, you can't deny the championship.
What we talking about?
Before we leave this, man, let me tell you a couple comments that Wembanyama made after the game.
Oh,
he
here we
said this out of his mouth that he just didn't know what was going on. He said I felt like I didn't know what to do. He said, and then on top of that, we run so much that every time I went to the bench, I was exhausted. Even though I was out there 40 minutes, I was exhausted.
Because
every time
you-
I went.
27 minutes is all he spent out there.
Because you running against people that could run now. You
Yeah.
running against players
Whoa,
that deserve.
bro. He's running from the people that he just came out of college with. What are we talking about?
But he
That's
is
an
7'3".
excuse.
That's hard to get
It's
that.
difference, bro.
That's different.
Hold on,
momentum.
listen to this. If the team you played against in college are not all
Well, he played
being-
overseas,
making
but I get what you're
making
saying.
it to the NBA.
I got you. You the first pick. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah,
I want to hear that. You first
come
pick.
on, man. The first
pick.
You can't put that on the
Then
kid.
tell him
bro.
to get that
You
money
can't
back.
put that on
Tell him to get the
kid.
money back.
I
Hell
don't
no.
want to get a man a break.
His daddy sitting on that
I'm just saying.
on that first couch like, hey,
You know why little man
Put
took him
the
to the
plastic
hole?
on.
Because he should have probably got the
Hey,
first pick. Come on,
That
man.
little 5-foot dude pushed his
Oh,
ass
over.
out the way.
He definitely did. But I agree with Travis when as far as you talking about, all the hype that led up to the guy and then it doesn't kind of show. It's just like when you hear about somebody paying somebody $100,000 a month and you go look at their footage and you're like, I'm not sure if it was worth all that.
He could have came back a little.
I
think
put it
you
like this
overspent.
right here. You better be smart. Put that signing bonus up. Baby.
Hey,
You better put it up. Boy.
Hey, well, with all that being said, man, I really hope that he do good tonight, and I hope he fix that shit. Hopefully he get it together for this next game. But moving along to the guys that's already in the league,
Oh Lord.
the Clippers is talk. It's big talk out there talking about breaking up Kawhi and PG, Paul George.
Oh Lord.
What you feel about that? Did the experiment work, or was it a disaster because of Kawhi?
We gonna let Steve. We gonna let Steve answer
Yeah.
first.
Steve,
on this.
what you feel
Steve
about
did his research and looked at it.
the split up between Paul George and Kawhi possibly happening?
They've been together a little while now, despite Kawhi was hurt when he came in, but something's been different about Kawhi since he's been back, and I don't know if it's him just nursing it and he could just feel it in his body that he's not ready.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The Clippers traditionally have been a disaster, anyways, when it comes to building teams, maintaining teams. So it's like, when do you cut it loose? Where's that point at? And
But now, do you cut it loose when you got Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
the $8 million man.
And the money don't make him not a player.
I mean,
But come on, what are you trying to form? The basketball's greatest hits?
Hey,
I'm just saying. I had to pause. I had to think about that one. Hey,
basketball.
but
greatest
still,
hits.
though, like, what are they gonna go for right now?
When the Lakers did it, you was all over them.
What are you talking about?
They had the all Madden All-Star cast from 1940 to 2020
What
on
are
their
you
team.
talking about?
Then there's names at this point. Russell Westbrook doesn't bring what he brought before. I'm not saying he's not a good player, nothing like that, but once again, who's your supporting cast? Because you need runners and gunners. You need people who are gonna sit out there and kick people in the face.
But do you think they didn't get their people that they wanted in the draft or in the trades?
Yeah.
They
So
ain't get
at
no
this
draft
point, do you move on?
Yeah.
Do you just?
I feel like maybe Paul George, but not Kawhi.
I would say Paul
a bold
George.
Move. That's a bold move.
Has
Paul
that proven
George,
itself over
but
the last
no
couple of
Kawhi.
years? Or are you just doing that off the pass?
I'm just not a Paul George fan.
You're not, but he done held the team when old boy was on the bench.
Yeah.
And you look at Kawhi, every
So you
place.
say keep Kawhi.
You tripping.
It's hard to get rid of a
Who got a
Kawhi.
championship?
You saying it off a
It's
name.
hard to get rid of
He
him.
got a
By
championship.
himself.
He got a championship. Good job.
He got two.
What have he done lately?
Damn,
Nothing.
Trey.
Nothing.
Good job.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, we got grounds to
He didn't get
disagree.
it with the Clippers, so it don't matter. That's what I'm
He ain't
saying.
do nothing
Paul
with the
George was playing on the court the way he should, healthy. All right.
He
What
should have went to
Kawhi?
the Lakers when he had the chance.
Yeah, do you feel
Who
Kawhi
shoulda went to the Lakers?
Kawhi should have went to the Lakers?
Originally. But he
He had
didn't
a
want
chance-
to
he had
because
a
he wanted
chance.
to.
Well,
he
the
didn't want to
Lakers
go.
can take anybody, goddamn, because
Well, we're talking shit.
Nah,
What we
there
talking?
you go.
5 years ago now.
yeah, that's
4, 5, something like that.
Obviously, but
I don't know
prior to-
how long he's been sitting on the bench though.
Yeah.
So did he go to the Clippers for the contract, or did he go just?
He's from LA, so that's part of it. But then
Where's
the rumors was, from a competitive standpoint, he didn't want to play. He wanted to go against and not with.
Yeah, not with. Yeah,
That was.
But he went down and then still didn't do it. He on the bench.
He barely played
Well,
it.
he wasn't hurt when
So
he got
does
there.
Kawhi have back problems?
I think he has a confidence problem after injuries. He had it at the Spurs. He's had it here.
So you think he probably scared to re-injure?
I don't know if he's scared, but I just don't think his mental makeup after an injury is as strong as your average player. But he makes too much money to ride the bench.
I'm all right. I'm gonna retract my statement. I'm gonna say this here.
Uh-oh.
I only agree with you because
We got a
I watched
retraction.
Popovich make him play.
Oh yeah.
I watched Popovich
Most definitely.
Yeah.
make him play.
And those are some of his greatest moments.
And I feel like
Right.
Pop was the best thing for him, really.
Right.
Because he was kind of hurt when they played
So
the
if he
Heat.
don't got a good coach that know how to talk to him and push him out there.
Yeah.
And
He
Kawhi was
probably
known
not-
for defense, not offense, back in
Yeah.
the day, right?
Shoot, he was when he
Offense
played the
and
Heat. He played
defense.
both.
Nah, but his
He played both.
defense, his
Yeah.
defense was
With the
amazing.
Spurs.
It was, but Pop is the one that made him hold the ball. He was more
Yeah.
known for
Pop
his
made
defense.
him play
Yeah.
more offense than
Right.
he wanted to.
So basically, what you're saying, he needed daddy.
Yeah, now, he was the reason they won the championship against the Heat.
That's
that
what I
year.
mean.
That's for sure. He
He
took
need
the
to go
ball.
over there.
You sound like
He need to go to Miami.
No, but I'm
He
just
need a
tired.
daddy, bro.
This is what I'm saying. I'm tired of these players that have done good things in their prime or in their past. Then you get these big contracts, and then you sit on your ass. Like,
But you felt like Kawhi didn't have the contract
Ben
before.
Simmons.
but then you blame the organization for not paying players. But when you do play players, look, this is what you get. How much you think he making on the bench?
Who, Kawhi?
Kawhi, yeah.
Wasn't Kawhi traded to
I don't
Toronto?
know.
He didn't.
I don't
He
know
didn't.
what
He making more money than me. I know that. I'm just saying.
That's every NBA player.
Make him more
I'm just saying.
Wasn't
And
Kawhi traded to Toronto and not signed with not?
Yeah, he got
was-
sent to Toronto.
He got sent to Toronto.
And then he left when his contract ended. So
Right.
he
And
didn't.
I actually think he should have stayed in Toronto. You just won a championship
Yeah.
and had one of the most amazing shots in the
yeah.
playoffs.
Dude.
I
You
get it, but there's no
understand?
place like home.
And you
Click-
had
hold on.
help.
But do you want to live in Toronto?
Yeah, that's
but
Man,
you
you
up
was
there-
living in Toronto. We
Yeah.
need you to get.
But he was going to have to sign a long contract.
We want you to get rings.
And you don't want to sign no
Now
one-year contract.
that's one thing I don't blame him for. Like
Yeah.
he went there to finish out and clear out
You
that
got your
contract.
second championship. Why
and
why
now
do it?
you get a chance to go to LA,
Home.
make some money, and possibly play for a championship.
No,
I would have made that
He
move.
went to LA to sit down.
I don't know about sitting down.
I don't know if he really
That's
went
just-
there
that's
for
what,
that.
That's what he did. But
he did.
it sounds good. You get your money. You get to play where you want to be in the city you want to be in. Cool, but his track record of getting hurt and sitting the bench is starting to become a norm. And he plays
timing-
with
All
it
right,
too.
all right, LA, go get rid of damn Kawhi and go get damn Durant back so he could be with them.
Now that would have been a good trade.
Durant ain't going nowhere. Come on,
Durant
man.
ain't going. He ain't leaving the
he
Suns.
ain't about to leave them Suns. Them
Nah,
Suns-
nah,
I think them Suns gonna be tough.
They gonna be tough, but
don't-
hopefully they don't choke again because they still got to deal with the Nuggets now. Still got to deal with the Nuggets. You cannot sleep
I ain't
on
gonna
the
lie,
Warriors.
man. The
You
West
can't
is
sleep on
looking
the
pretty
Lakers.
good next year.
Well, they looked good last year.
Yeah.
The West always look good, and now you can't sleep on the Kings.
No,
Hell, you can't sleep on Memphis.
no.
You gonna have a problem, bro.
Memphis was okay last year. Memphis
You
is
gonna have a
okay.
real problem. Something to smoke too, man. We keeping it going, man. ESPN.
Before we get there though,
Oh shit.
how y'all cigar?
Y'all know about the U-turns. The cigar smoking real good, man. It's smoking real good. This Opus X is amazing. Y'all should know this by now. It's Opus X wrapper, Dominican fillers. This shit is amazing. I tried to offer it to you. You ain't want it, but you ain't
trade.
Who you
But
trying to offer it to?
He
I'm
offered
trying
a
to
trade.
trade.
That bullshit,
I'm
man.
trying to get trades out like the
Steve,
NBA.
how your drumstick hitting over there, baby? Tell us how that drumstick over
I
there.
ain't smoking, Steve, before we get into the ESPN shit.
All right, so this ain't my first Canones. I've had quite a few of them. It's actually one of my favorite go-tos for a $15 stick for bang for the buck. On there, it's really great flavor. Not sure about the notes or the fucking coffee beans or nothing like that. But the shit has an even burn, smooth flavor in there. So definitely price point, $15 stick from Arturo Fuente.
For a foot long stick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
God almighty.
A lot of smoke.
That's a lot of smoke. Shout out to Fuente for that.
Yeah, man.
Smoke it. How your Isla de Soul going? How the coffee bean going?
Well, I say I ain't smoked the Isla de Soul in a minute. And I would say it started off a little harsh on me. Because
Taste buds.
maybe it almost gave me the vibe of I won't say it like that because I want my people to try it. But it gave me like a cheap cigar vibe, like it's supposed to. Because it's
But
really
you've been smoking a lot of premium lately.
yeah. But my palate has changed because I have been smoking some
Imagine
good
that.
cigar. Hey, you hang. Hey, that's what they say. You hang with certain birds, you're gonna start flocking with them.
Goddamn. Hey, little by little, I'm phasing away from factory smokes.
He just had a
By
Padron.
infused folks, I would never
just had
tell
a
you to go
Padron.
get a factory smoke. I would never tell
Hey, I
you
ran
that.
into Mike when I went to I ran into him as a shop, but he was we were talking. I said he was like, "How was that Padron?" I said, "It was great till I retro that shit." He just kind of laughed at me like, "You're an idiot." That was the vibe I got from him. I was like, "I'm still gonna buy a cigar from you, even though you just called me an idiot subliminally." He ain't say it out loud, but he looked at me
But he
like,
looked
"You
at you
dumb."
like, for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike, man, my favorite cigar snob. Even though he don't like to be called that.
Yeah, he's bougie as shit. His wine palate tasting from the vineyards of Santa Maria.
Hey,
Catalina.
he know his stuff now. He know his stuff.
No doubt about it. I was
He
knocking
don't
my
like to
19
get the damn
crimes. Always dogging me about my 19 crimes wine.
Yeah.
Knowing that's that in the trailer park, that's premium shit, brother.
If Mike was to ever see that bottle again, ain't no telling what he gonna do.
Right.
He'll probably throw it off the table.
Oh shit. Trav, how you smoking over there, man? What's your cigar like?
Man, smoking good. Just trying to take this one slow. Been aging for about 6-7 months. And from the first time I smoked it, the draw was a little tight.
Yeah.
But I could tell aging it that long, it's opened up.
So,
It's smoking real good.
I'm glad you brought that up. As far as aging your cigars, do you feel like they smoke better after you keep them in the humidor a couple months or what?
I think so. I think the last couple boxes I got, some of the cigars were a little tight. The draw was tight on them. But letting them age, keeping them in the right humidity.
Yeah.
The draw has been a lot better, especially with this one. Getting a real good chocolatey taste out of this. And I didn't really get that off the first one.
I gotta say that smoking your cigar right out the store, it would depend on the store that you go to, the shop that you go to, because everything I get out of Mike's shop, his humidor is perfect and it smokes real well. But I've been to a lot of places in the city and sometimes the cigars be a little tight, be a little hard. So I pretty much know now if I need to set this in the humidor a week or two or maybe a couple months, depending on how good the cigar is.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say rule of thumb, at least put your cigar out of the shop. At least put it in the humidor probably a week or two before you smoke it.
Yeah.
Let it open up and get.
And if you can hold off a little bit longer, the better it get.
Yeah, and sometimes it ain't gonna matter because when you're dealing with hand rolled cigars, it's rolled by a person. So sometimes they're gonna be rolled extra tight, and there's nothing you could have the best cigar on earth that you smoke 100 times. And you get it that one time, it's like, damn, I just can't smoke it because the blood leaving your brain trying to pull on it.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen with most cigars. There's probably a couple out there. I think Padron is probably one of the ones that really I've never come across no problem with
Ever.
that. But even the Fuentes, some of them,
Yeah.
Even you smoke it all the time. It's just every once in a while you hit that one that somebody rolled a little bit tighter when they should have.
Right.
I got a quick question for y'all. What's the best cigar y'all smoked thus far in 2023?
In 23?
Yeah.
Shit.
God
It's
of
still.
Fire.
What the shit is that?
He say God,
God
of
of
Fire.
Fire?
Because I haven't had the Opus in
Which one?
2023, but I had that God of Fire. I can't remember the red label. Which one is that?
I think that's the 56 in it.
Yeah.
Is it the one I gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That God of
56.
Fire. The God of Fire's been pretty good.
What about you,
And
Steve?
that Wiseman been good for me too.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, since it was not a prepared question that I could study, I'm gonna go with the Don Carlos Anniversario is the one that comes to mind about for 2023. The favorite smoke that I've had this year. I've had several of them, and they haven't gone. Have some Lost Cities too, but what I found is when I smoked the Anniversario behind a Lost City, made me switch the pecking order between the two of them.
Yeah.
The Anniversario trumped the Lost City, which was my favorite stick until I smoked the Anniversario. Now they kind of swap roles.
And I'm gonna say I could say the Don Carlos, and I really don't want to say Don Carlos out of 50 Padron because y'all know they're my favorites. But out of new cigars that I brought, to the humidor, I would say the Long Live the Queen by Caldwell Cigars.
The Biden?
Not the Long Live.
Hey, yeah, I got that said it. Took a minute to kick in.
Sleepy Joe. But yeah, Long Live the Queen by Caldwell Cigars has been a really good cigar. I think I smoked like 3 or 4 of them in Costa Rica. Just smoked one yesterday. It's a Cameroon wrapper on that. I believe it's Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers. I'm not sure on that one, but it's a really good cigar, man. What about you, Trev?
This year, I would have to say it's the 96 Padron. I was really impressed with it. Finally smoked the first one. It was really good. Recently got another one, and man, it's just getting better.
Yeah.
Getting really better.
The last
Yeah,
Padron
man.
put me on my ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, shout out to Padron, man. Shout out to Fuentes and all the people actually out there in Las Vegas right now at the Premium Cigar Association event down there that they have every year, the PCA event, where they actually release a lot of these new cigars that's coming out to the market at that event. So we'll see a lot of new stuff come the fall from some big companies. Foundation's gonna release some new ones. Fuente, I think the Fuente and Padron collab is coming. It's a lot of stuff that's coming to the market from that event, man. I can't wait on Foundation shit. We looking for that one. But something to smoke too, man. We moving along, man. Somebody that I hope is smoking a cigar right now. 2 people I hope smoking a cigar right now that kind of lost their job this week.
Oh, shit.
Max Kellerman and Jalen Rose from ESPN. My personal opinion, I cannot believe that ESPN would get rid of Max, who has been commentating for boxing forever, long as I've been watching boxing, really. And
Under ESPN though?
no, he started with HBO, I believe.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
he was with,
he's a vet. Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
Max is Max.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel what I'm saying? But
But he was with your boy. I had a show with your boy.
he
right?
was with Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Smith
Smith.
for a while,
About
Yeah.
5 years.
and they couldn't get along, so he had his own show because
I
they wanted
seen
to keep him.
I watched a little clip of Stephen A. Smith talking about anything he need, he'll do for him. He said, but he would never work with him personally again. But he said, he'll do
Yeah,
for
because
him.
they didn't mix, but he liked him as a
liked
person,
him as a person,
and as
yeah.
a professional.
Yeah.
But him and Jalen Rose, which I also can't believe they got rid of, because I mean he's a OG basketball player that really know what he's talking about. And now you got other basketball players on the show, but Jalen brought something else to the show because he had a real high basketball IQ.
Right.
To me, and he brought that flavor to the show where Jalen from the streets. He from Detroit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, how you get rid of Jalen? He's a connection to the youth for ESPN. But let me get y'all opinion on it, man.
Actually, let me ask you this real quick. Do y'all think Fox pick any of them up?
Sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably pick all of them up.
The competition is coming. Fox don't play around.
But they also let go of your boy too.
Ooh.
What's your boy name? They used to
Van Gundy?
quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
Matt
Hasselbeck?
Oh yeah, Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah,
rid of
Hasselbeck. But they also let go of Van Gundy.
Yeah,
man.
but he been there for. He been there for a long
Steve,
time.
how
How you let
many
go to
Friday
vote?
nights, Steve, we say we hope Van Gundy and Mark Jackson is commentating?
Yeah,
because
that dynamic duo together was phenomenal.
They need their own show to me.
But so-
I like them jokers.
please start a podcast.
Right.
Hey, so let's put a little context to it. In the last year, Van Gundy and Mark Jackson didn't spend a lot of time together, did they?
No. Actually, they split them up a lot.
So what if it was their plan all along to change the dynamic to where people got used to something different because they knew they was gonna make some cuts?
Conspiracy.
Because wouldn't it be difficult with the chemistry they had?
Conspiracy.
To just, not necessarily conspiracy.
I got
but
a conspiracy
but just
for you, but go ahead.
just a business plan. Like, hey, we know we're gonna phase people out. Maybe they have people targeted. At the end of the day, it is a business. So you're gonna look at who's sitting here making the biggest amount of money that we can cut.
Right.
That has nothing to do with the NBA, the NFL. That's just any organization. Period.
So you think it was done off of ratings, off the cuts?
I think it's about their paychecks and
No,
ratings.
but-
There's a
but
combination. I'm
what
sure
you
there's
gotta-
analytics.
What you got to look though? Disney just cut out a few thousand people,
Right.
Okay.
so that's ties in with ESPN. So they trying to say, well, those 7 people that ESPN let go of, well, it was more than 7, but that was with the Disney
Right.
downside.
So you think it was budgetary?
Yeah, that even
It's like any merger.
Yeah, like Stephen A. Smith was talking about it. I watched, like I said, I watched a little clip on Stephen A. Smith talking about it. He said he was just sad that Jalen Rose would go because he said there's nobody work harder than Jalen Rose.
That's what I'm saying,
He
bro.
said that man puts in work when everybody else is just barely.
And he'll get on a podcast quick.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah.
But I would give y'all my conspiracy part about it.
Oh boy.
I feel like Jalen Rose has been kind of going Muslim. Have you paid attention lately that Jalen Rose been wearing dashikis?
Yeah, but he got a lot of pain in that hair.
So you think he done went and talked to the minister, so they don't like that shit.
Yeah, that's my conspiracy behind it. So I kind of try to pull back off that, but I feel like Jalen Rose was doing a lot with religion.
There's just a big pool of people that.
Yeah.
I think 7 is probably the known people, but there's a much longer list that goes behind them.
List.
But when you have to sit there and you have to trim, I don't want to say trim the fat, but essentially that's what you're doing. It's like we got to, because over these last years leading up to this, there's a lot of people who've been coming on ESPN. It's like, Jesus, how many shows can you have? How many people can you have over here? You bring people in, a lot of it, they're from home doing things, and maybe it's little contract things, and you're not employed by ESPN, you're just, hired for that moment, and maybe that's part of the business model. But I'm sure Jalen Rose commanded a decent paycheck for what he did, and they got to, I guarantee you they didn't.
Believe it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So they didn't cut him over $2. Just like they didn't cut Van Gundy over $2, or Suzy Kolber, or Hasselbeck, or Max Kellerman. And Max's new show really didn't hit like that. And on top of that, it was more at the end of the day. Yeah. And maybe there's an audience for that. I know for me, by the time, especially when I'm teleworking, the ESPN's all day, by the time you get to his show, it's like, yeah, I'm tired of hearing about this shit. And it's just a different perspective.
Yeah.
And he didn't seem, I liked him better on First Take talking than I do on his own show. I even liked him on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max in the morning. I thought they had a pretty good dynamic.
They let go of Keyshawn too.
Keyshawn too. But for whatever reason, the way he spoke in his own show was like, it just felt phony to me. I was like, you're doing too much.
So you saying he need a person like Stephen A. Smith that's a leader to that type of situation?
No, I mean, they definitely, I thought they complemented each other well, because, I mean, hell, when Skip and Stephen A. went together, I mean, you talking about two people that were like oil and vinegar, arguing all the time. But I
think that made the show.
No, it did. I thought me personally, I liked watching him and Max together. I really did. But when Max had his own show, and maybe it was just
I didn't care for him and Max together.
It didn't bother me at all, because they had some heated discussions in there as well, but
Yeah.
no more heated than Skip and Stephen A.
No, I think Max hold his arguments a little bit better. I think Skip get a little emotional and go personal.
Max come with some facts.
I get you.
Max come with them analytics.
Max is more controlled with his opinions, and he just kind of sits there like, no matter what you say and how buck you get with him, he just like,
this is my view.
Yeah, he's not monotone in it, but he's not fazed by it. Because people have attacked Max. I mean, you've had the whole panel up against Max on on the board. But I personally liked him. I liked him on his trio in the morning. I thought they did good together, and that was his show as well, because I think he was the headliner. Or was it Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max? Or
Nah,
Max?
I mean Max was the guy on it.
Yeah,
and then they was,
but however their initials went, it was. I thought he was the headliner. But either way, I thought that was good. But by the end of the day, it was just like, and maybe it's because I was saturated with ESPN when I'm, like I said, I just have it playing in the background all day when I'm working from home, and that's like, when you get there. But it's just like he didn't sound natural to me.
So you think all these moves really hurt ESPN?
Nah.
They're so heavy. There's no way, man.
People gonna still tune
Yeah.
in no
I mean,
matter
they
what.
still kept my hometown girl, L. Duncan, straight from the A.
Yeah.
They kept her down there, man.
And you gotta play to
the.
you gotta play to the age groups too, man. You gotta play to the youth who are gonna want to see people out there. You know, nobody want to see somebody that could be their granddaddy out there, and you know, you gotta have some younger people. And of course, younger people cost less money.
A lot of people mad they didn't let go of Malika.
Yeah, because they said she be bashing everybody.
She do. She's about the most negative analyst in the world.
You know, yeah.
Talking about off air or on air?
On air, off air. That lady crazy,
Man,
man.
I watched the video on that today too.
Yeah, I've heard some controversy.
Stephen A.
about
Smith
her.
gave her that business.
Yeah, well, they've had some run-ins as
Yeah,
well.
you know what I'm saying? But
But did she have a run-in with Jalen Rose too?
She did.
Yeah,
She did.
Jayla Rose.
She actually tried to.
So maybe he was on his way out the door.
Kendra Perkins.
Yeah.
What's the ball head dude name that be on there?
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson put her in place a little bit too.
I think didn't she file complaints against two of them, against Jalen and
Against
Jefferson?
Jalen.
I
Yeah.
thought Jefferson too, but maybe that's where the writing was on the wall for Jalen. That, I mean, there's been controversy behind her.
She tried the Me Too
yeah.
movement, and you know.
Yeah, and
And see, that's what Stephen A. Smith was kind of picking at, but he's trying not to get too deep in it. He was kind of like,
you got to be
you trying
careful.
to
It's still his network.
Yeah, you trying to come at us with the woman thing, like we trying to bash women, and that's not what we doing. And you,
That's the conversation.
Yeah,
If you want to be included, you got to be able to take the
He's
heat.
got to be sensitive to what he says because that's still,
because
he's still got a boss.
he has probably have had problems in the past
Yep.
about women's situation, but she tried to come at that man business
Hey, well,
by
y'all
saying certain things.
Y'all know it's a transitional world, man. We all transitioning, so
Here we go.
so he got to get with the
So,
times.
man, I am excited to see what Jalen Rose gonna do next. I'm excited to see what everybody else is gonna do next.
Yeah,
as well, man.
Jalen from Detroit, he gonna get to the money.
It's just from a TV perspective, ESPN almost has a monopoly out there. So when you see these people somewhere else, it's not likely to be headlined every day on TV. Even like Fox Sports, I don't even know what channel that shit's on. I have to go searching for it whenever I want to watch something.
Yeah.
Like ESPN, what they got 3, 4, 5 channels that you can sit there.
And
And
speaking
tune
of
into.
Fox, you know they're having a hard time replacing Shannon.
oh, I'm sure
yeah.
they are.
They said the show right now is on hiatus because they're having a hard time finding a replacement for him.
Well, they
Now,
never replaced Max on First Take.
But is that a hard time trying to find somebody to replace him or finding somebody that want to work with him?
I mean, just finding another person
To get
with,
that rating.
with that caliber
That
like
dynamic.
Shannon
Yeah.
had.
I
man.
think
Then
it-
do you do the same business model as First Take?
I think the people that get that caliber of rating kind of just don't want to work with him because he's been through a few people and it's all been toxic.
Yeah, but he put Shannon on the map though when it came to being on those types of shows.
Yeah, that's when it was
Who did?
friendly. But then when it started getting
Who
personal,
put Shannon on the map?
Skip.
Oh yeah. I won't say that, but I'm just saying, why would you? It's hard to replace Shannon Sharp. Like the ratings of
No, I
the
get
talk,
it. But when he first got on there, who thought
Shout
that was
out
like
Club
that's
Shay
weird?
Shay.
yeah, that was weird. That was
Where's Shannon Sharp come
Yeah,
from? And he's
yeah.
not just the thing is he's not just a football analyst. You
Yeah.
know, just like Keyshawn on ESPN doesn't just talk football anymore. He talks other sports. So they
Right.
cross over into these different dynamics. Jay Will, you know, he talks all sports. You know, everything but hockey. The only thing they don't talk about is privilege.
Oh shit! Here we go. We're gonna shoot the shot.
Here we go. He gonna wait till we 45 minutes in.
They gonna shoot a shot like that. Like right, he gonna poke for the bell.
Well, he said it at the right time, man, because this one sporting event I would love to see a fighting match, a boxing match, mixed martial arts, whatever you want to do, between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh Lord, I read this one too.
That's the talk right now. Mark say he want to box him up.
I put it on Mark, man. He motivated.
Right now,
He
we
motivated.
taking bets. You say Mark.
I got Mark on there, man.
What you say, Steve? Who you got?
I don't know because I ain't never seen none of them do nothing. But if there's a bunch of baby powder and screaming going on in the goddamn fight,
You gonna pay per view that shit?
yeah, somebody'll pay for
I'm gonna
that shit.
I gotta see
View
it.
that shit.
Who you think will win the bout though?
I don't know. I don't.
You a draw.
I
What you
never
say?
even paid attention to Elon Musk like that.
Or Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Hey man, I think Mark got him.
Even
Even though
got dad bods, so we don't want to see that Roy Jones shit.
I heard Zuckerberg trains in jiu-jitsu.
I think Mark got him, but Elon got that big ass head. If he headbutted,
Oh, sorry.
Mark might be out for the count.
What level of jiu-jitsu is Mark Zuckerberg?
I don't know, man. He say, hey,
Hey man,
hey, for real talk
Me
though, they
head
say
butt,
Mark
both
was
of them
looking
be
for the
crying.
location, bro. Mark said, "Where you at?" He ready.
Oh.
But one thing that Mark Zuckerberg did this week, which it extends the feud, is he released a new app called Threads by Instagram
yeah.
to rival Twitter, which is Elon Musk's worst investment.
I still ain't. My
So-
shit still ain't working right. Seem like it. I don't
so-
see how it works with how it works against Twitter. I don't
So you
see.
don't
I
see
see it being another Instagram. I don't see it being a Twitter.
I don't know. The visual of it isn't on the level of Instagram to me. It looks more like a text thread.
So that is Twitter then. If you
Yeah.
want to talk.
But that
It just don't have the eye candy that
But
Twitter has.
Twitter has eye candy.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about
Like lollipops and Snickers? Is
Yeah,
that kind of candy?
all
kind of-
flavors.
All kind of sweet shit.
Oh, shit.
Pause.
Stay on smoke timeline, man.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm just telling you.
That's a whole lot of money to release a whole big ass app with 30 million users the first
in day one.
day.
First day, man.
Just to fuck with your guy
Your
that you don't like.
counterpart.
Yeah.
Like y'all ain't gonna do business together. Like
So
y'all
like,
ain't get money.
I'm gonna dump
Oh,
this
man.
app off just to fuck with you.
Yeah.
That is amazing, man. That's some level of petty I ain't reached yet, but I'm gonna get there.
I picked Mark Zuckerberg. I'm
You
just
picked Mark?
Do the jiu-jitsu. That's all you look
He
at.
done seen Mark's training.
Because he got the coach.
Time out.
He got the coach. I read it today, bro.
So
Go ahead and say
Zuckerberg
it.
began studying martial arts in 2020 and has impressed several UFC stars, including Conor McGregor. With his fighting
Oh man,
ability-
bump Conor McGregor.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
With, if you're gonna, you can say what you want to say about him, but the motherfucker's a fighter. With his early fighting ability, earlier this year, the Facebook billionaire competed in his first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament and shocked everyone by winning 2 medals.
Oh,
Oh, he's a medalist.
Like I said,
I know.
I got
he did
Mark.
jiu-jitsu.
Hey, we did say we got Mark over here.
Y'all did say, oh, don't try to act like you jumping in with Travis. You said Travis would
I
get
got
Mark.
Mark all ripped.
It's on tape. I got Mark.
I just don't see Elon fighting anybody. I see a bunch of makeup coming off his face when he slapping. So I don't think it's gonna work. Elon look like he put his face on in the morning.
Hey man, he might be a clone, man. Something to smoke too. Elon Musk the clone. We still getting it in, man. One guy that decided he wanted to get on Twitter this week and cause a lot of goddamn trouble. He got roasted on Twitter. What's the guy name? Make sure I get it right.
Oh Lord.
What's the guy name, man? Darius Dalton. Is it Dalton or Jackson? I done heard 2 different names for him. But anyway, whatever his name is,
Keke Palmer boyfriend.
Keke Palmer
Oh.
boyfriend
Okay.
decided to comment on her outfit at the Usher concert on Twitter, and Twitter kind of handed him their shit. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think he did anything wrong besides
Darius Jackson.
Yeah, it's Jackson.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Jackson. I'm gonna read to y'all what he said.
She nasty, Mr.
On-
Jackson.
I was same shit. Miss Palmer, if you're nasty.
Miss Palmer.
Oh, shit.
I
Hey,
love Kiki, boy.
She showed
tell
Usher some things.
Yeah, she
Basically,
did. It was nice too.
He tweeted that it's the outfit though. You a mom. When and then he showed her picture of. He showed a video actually of her standing next to Usher on stage. I think he was singing "There Goes My Baby," but Kiki had on an outfit, a sheer outfit with You know, all the boobs and butt cheeks hanging out. And
Not the boobs. They ain't hanging out. No, they ain't hanging out.
The butt cheeks was.
No, if you look at this picture right now, the boobs was sitting up real.
Yeah, they're sitting up nice, man.
Okay.
But
Well, I'll put it like
it
this.
was nice
But
and
hold on,
tasteful, though. It was tasteful.
Let me read after he got roasted by Twitter because they, you know, all the Me Too movement, the feminists, and everybody lined up to come at his ass
Because they don't want him to control a woman.
for talk about her outfit. He also tweeted this: "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase her booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." So the man doubled down. He ain't with the shit.
Yep.
So I want to go around the room and see how they feel about this because I've heard a bunch of women opinions and we should wear what we want to wear and this and the other. But you know, you can rock with that. But at the same time, Kiki did some other things on stage. You know, with the slow twerk and hugging Usher and you know doing all kind of stuff and on the stage. Do you think the man should be offended or he should just let this shit ride?
Who you asking?
Everybody.
Who you starting with?
Anybody.
You.
All right. Don't go. Travis said he got it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I say he did the right thing. You set the standard for your family. They're not married, so what? You trying to get there. And I just like anybody at this table, I can ask y'all straight to your face. If you switch roles and that was your wife, would you say anything different?
Oh hell no!
I probably wouldn't have put it on Twitter. I'd have handled my business at my house. At the end of the day,
and that's
because
what a lot of women
I'm not
said.
giving
Checkmate.
no. I'm
Now,
not giving.
I didn't say how you would have put it out there. I'm just saying, do you have a problem?
Oh yeah,
with his
I would
point.
have a problem with it.
And
I
that-
would have a problem with what she did.
Right.
And his
Because-
point ain't bad, but like I say, as
Yeah,
a man,
I mean, his actions may not have been the greatest, but his point is on point.
Yeah.
I think that you set the standards for your family. You know what you want the representation of what your family look like.
Yeah.
A lot of things that's been going on in the world that allows for that to be okay. But you go back 10, 15 years, you ain't having award shows and things like that where people have naked. Your representation was different. They've even come out about the BET Awards being a little less tasteful because of some of the things
nudist.
No, I wouldn't say nudist, but some of the things being
The nudity,
worn
I meant to
is not
say.
taking. They're saying that it's not at the same caliber that it used to be. It's not respected the way it was because back then it was a standard. You couldn't do it, but these standards are starting to go away. Yeah. But I actually applaud the man because he stands up for what he believes, and I kind of believe the same thing with him. Like that, she's out there now not representing single Kiki with no family, no kids. You have a man, you have a kid. It's time to get
But,
Trying to be a mom.
But hold on. So that the social media wouldn't attack you for trying to say it the way you said it. It's just like if we sit down and talk at a table and I tell you what I expect, because I feel like every woman want to know what a man expects from her as a woman.
right.
But we have seen Kiki with a bathing suit that come with a thong.
Right.
So my thing is, I understand, like, I don't want my woman to be out there flaunting it for no other man as well. And I understand on all these feeds and all these people coming back, they feeling like, well, the man is really just trying to put this woman in a place and try to tell her how to be and how to live. It's not that. It's
His
just that
baby mama.
you wouldn't want me going out there with my thing hanging out my pants for somebody else to see.
Gyrating on another woman.
And gyrating on another woman if I wore a see-through whatever and I got my jive hanging.
Go on and tell him your elephant thong.
Yeah. So but I understand everybody that's trying to speak up and say, well, you can't control a woman, tell her how she feel, how she should move, and this. But at the end of the day, do Kiki want to marry this man? Do Kiki want to be with this man? She had a baby from this man, so therefore she thinks something about the man.
But later on, she tweeted out her love for him. You know what I'm saying? I love this man and put up a picture.
So
of him.
everybody else on the damn social media, y'all back the fuck up and let the man control his home.
Yeah. What you
I
feel-
mean, handle his home, not control his home.
I approve this
Have-
message.
Yeah, handle his home. Go ahead.
What
with
you
it,
think,
bro.
Steve-O?
I got several opinions. The first one, as a man being a slave to a woman, he should shut the fuck up.
Oh shit!
Wait a damn minute.
If y'all watched the last episode, you know what we talking about.
So that's my first opinion. My second opinion, it's you shouldn't have put your pillow talk out on the street. You know that part you shouldn't have done. But I don't know if it's so much about the fact that it's she's a mom versus the picture of Usher looking at her ass when she had her back turned to him that pissed him off. Somebody else looking at his woman. Once again, I don't know for sure, but sometimes men will use a different excuse because it sounds classier than to say I don't want you out there for another man to look at you versus you a mama. So
you think he used the mom thing just to say I don't want you wearing that
I was
shit.
looking for ass pictures for like an hour today. I couldn't find it, and finally my wife found one. I was like, because they said that because all I saw was the front pictures with the shit on there. Yeah. I didn't see nothing bad with that. And then she's like, well, she didn't have a thong, so finally I saw that picture. I get it. So let me be devil's advocate over here. She's a mom. She plays in a movie and has to do a sex scene.
Oh yeah.
Is that out of bounds?
Ooh.
Well, I mean,
that's a nice one.
The way actors said that's their job, and
is marketing herself her job?
Yeah,
it is.
Does she make money?
But
what's he make?
Did she have to do the grinding and the hair twitching?
That's pillow talk though, right? That's for your household.
Okay,
that's for your household. But did she have to do it? She could have wore the same. What I said is she could have wore the same outfit because I understand the industry she in, and she got to get this attention. I get it, but did you have to add the slow grind?
Yeah, I didn't see that part, so I can't.
Did you have to back it up on it?
Did you have to wind up on Usher, man?
Yeah, I didn't see that. That could be a different. And as the man, I would feel some kind of way. There's no doubt about it. That you put it in there. But that should have been a conversation in their household, as opposed into the social media. Even though that obviously she's a celebrity, so everything is out there. But why did he do it? Is he some type of celebrity out there?
Nah, I think he reacted. He was pissed off and he reacted.
Yeah. Well, you got to understand, they're like, I mean, I don't know how young he is. I'm just saying that most of the people's lives today is social media, and they communicate through social media. I don't know if I would put my feelings on social media.
Right.
I would handle my feelings at home.
Exactly.
And
I go back to my first statement.
Yeah. I would handle my feelings at home, but it don't surprise us to see that he took his feelings to social media.
Well, yeah, he's a young guy too. Yeah, this is what they do. We are older, so we would probably handle it in a more mature way.
And if she's a woman that leads her household, he should just shut that
up. Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh man. No, give me this goddamn flag.
He gets to play with it.
I'm the Skip Bayless of this podcast.
She probably is
some inappropriate shit.
The breadwinner in the household, but he say that's my breadwinner.
Pillow talk though. Pillow talk.
Hey man.
Pillow talk. She's typically a beautiful, classy woman. I've never saw her as anything else, man.
I love Kiki Palmer.
She probably just got caught up in the moment, but
maybe got on stage, maybe have a little something to drink, and things get different.
Maybe she did what she really wanted to do.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, what she did what our culture does. Yeah. What we've seen a lot of women do. She's no different than any other fan.
She's still young.
She's a fan of Usher, but at the same time, I can see him having a problem with that. And making the comment that he made, I just feel he should have handled it privately,
right?
Instead of on Twitter, because
we wouldn't be talking about it, right?
Yeah, now you open up for everybody else's opinion,
have an opinion about it,
and your morals and standards are being questioned, online now.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the whole thing as it's a learning experience. I hope they make it out of it, but I just think that as you grow, you have kids, you get married. I wouldn't say maturity, but your standards should change with those changes. You can't be the mom with 5 kids out on South Beach with cheeks out making Instagram history. You know what I'm saying?
And is it different because he's not her husband?
But can you hold on now? Hold on. I won't
say that now.
I won't say you can't.
He ain't got no papers.
I mean, that was my wife's point.
I won't say because you got kids, you can't be out there with your cheeks out. But at the end of the day, you got to know the person that you're with.
Well, you say that because that ain't yours.
No, I don't. I'm just saying this because I have to know the person that I'm with. Is my person like that?
Yeah.
I can't. No, to me, she's not like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if she went out to do and she did that, I can understand you being mad. But like we said, like Steve said, handle your business at home. Don't put it on no social media site. You expect it to be drug if you put it on that social media site.
Right, but like Chris said, that's the new way of handling things. Everything play out on Twitter.
It ain't the new way of handling things.
It kind of is.
For this generation, Smoke.
It's the misguided way of handling things. My thing is, if I talk to you as man, woman, and I give you the level of respect that you give me, you need to know what you expect from her, and she need to hear that. And then she should be able to tell you the same thing.
Well, she heard it with 20 million other people.
Yeah, but that's not how you handle it.
But won't the generation that precedes us say the same thing about us?
Yes.
You take that back into the 1920s and 1930s, how a household should be when everybody dressed like nuns and stuff. You never see nothing. I mean, look what people thought about us.
Oh yeah, by the time the 60s and 70s came, the nipples came out.
Yeah.
It was on and popping.
Yeah, it's on and popping. Yeah.
and BET
It wasn't on
been
social
raunchy.
media though.
Hey, BET been raunchy for a long time. If y'all don't remember, what was the late night shit that used to come on?
BET Uncut.
See, but how classy was that shit?
That's why it was on at 11, 12 o'clock at night.
It still was on
But
TV.
people can make the argument that was rap videos, and you know they were.
That was culture though, right?
But still though, people still gonna pull out pieces out of those times to push their narrative.
They gonna push it. Yes, they are gonna push their
You
narrative.
see what I'm saying? And yes, we want to let people know across the board, women, men, we respect all. We give everybody the same respect. I feel like if I'm gonna have a problem with my wife, you ain't gonna know it.
And do we hold
But me
women
and
to a
her
different
gonna
standard
talk.
than men?
Huh?
Are women held to a different standard than men in how you act out in public?
I think that's individual. I think that's according to the person.
Yeah.
Well,
If
it's kind of different with women because they got some things that men ain't got.
Right.
We always nipples
Because
out.
I don't give a damn whatever they push out gonna sell.
Our nipples don't attract shit.
Yeah, right.
Theirs.
Our ass out ain't gonna track
Theirs.
nothing.
Hey, but
Prince
if
and-
you, but if you
and-
got a beard,
Prince
if you got a
been
beard.
Oh yeah.
Beard game.
You ain't got enough.
You better shut up. Your face gonna be bald next week.
You ain't got enough trouble with that beard. Trust me, I got some clippers in there for you if you need it before you go home.
Hey man.
Hey man, so the smoke too, man.
Yeah,
I pray
man.
for the young man, and I will end off with this. Look, I know you expect a certain code of conduct
then.
to come from your old lady, but you got to discuss that at home, brother. I don't want you to feel that pain out here with the Me Too movement and the feminists and all these other people trying to come for your ass. And I will say, I taught my son this earlier today. We was having a discussion about women, and he was talking about making some girl happy, and I looked at him and I said, man, fuck happy. And he looked at me like, what? I said, look, the highest form of love that a woman can give you is respect. Period. That's all. If she respects you, then she's loving you. Because that means she will do certain things when she don't even like you. But she respects you. So, hey, bro, get your respect, man. Keep that shit at home.
Don't end this podcast. I got something else for us to do.
And Smoke does not want me to sign off at our time. What's going on, Smokey?
Now that y'all at the final quarter of your cigar, but Steve, we know you still on your drumstick. But
There was no way he was gonna finish that cigar now.
y'all like that final.
Hey, it's been an hour. Steve.
We're gonna stay on this podcast till I smoke this whole
Right.
No, we not.
So at the final quarter of y'all cigar, what is it hitting like, man? What is it doing? What's yours doing, Travis?
Blowing good, man. Like I said before, man, the draw is still good. It tastes good. I'm in the final third, and it's still not harsh. Still picking up the same flavors. I'm happy with it. As a matter of fact, it's actually making me want to age them a little bit longer to see what it get. So
man,
I would recommend the Rocky Patel 60. It's pretty good.
Well, I can say with this Opus, man, it is doing real good. It actually picked up at the end because a lot of cigars, the oil start to build up at the end, so that's why it gets more body and gets more flavor at the end. The other thing I noticed about it, which I noticed about a lot of Fuentes, that even sometime when you peel your band off, the wrapper may peel.
Yeah,
The
too much glue.
Fuentes correct themselves.
Yeah, I saw it peeling
And
earlier.
it peeled on me.
Yeah.
But I'm down to the end and it's already started correcting itself. So that's really impressive.
You gotta be careful not to play with it because that damn you'll
You'll
just
mess
let
up
it
the
just
cigar.
yeah just
Well,
let yourself play its way
At
through.
this point, I'm a veteran of smoking. I'm not Eddie. But
Oh damn, man! We just wanted you to educate the people.
I'm just saying, hey man, that's my guy. But he used to bust up a lot of cigars, and I used to tell him all the time. But hey,
Wait,
this
till
one didn't fuck up for me.
Well, I say, man, this Isla. I read a lot of comments on it before I got here today. A lot of people say when you get to the end of it, start all the notes of the coffee beans and the sweetness go away. Well, this one I have right here has not went away. It's actually gotten better. I told y'all it started off rough.
How long you had that one?
I just got it today
Okay.
from Mike from
Fresh out the
A&G.
box.
Yeah, A&G Cigars.
Fresh
Y'all
out
check
the
us
box. It's
out.
smoking
Check him
like
out. Yeah, fresh out the box. It's doing well in the last
great.
quarter,
Great.
man. Doing great, man. So, hey, man, I ain't knocking the Isla for your first timers, man. Get out there and try that Isla if it's your first time and you want to do something infused before you go hard.
I feel you. Steve-O, how you? Well, you ain't at the end, but
Man, that man is
you're at the
still in the-
halfway point.
Man, ain't even halfway. That's the first third.
No, the cigar was a foot long.
That's a true statement. So before I comment on this, it's 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. San Antonio has 3 points and Portland has 5 points. Go Summer League.
Wembenyama.
But
LeBron protege.
the Canones always holds its same flavor all the way through. It doesn't change its levels as you're going through. It doesn't get stronger, doesn't get lighter. It holds all the way through. I did have to light it a couple of times, but that's because I keep talking and I'm not pulling on this damn thing.
So it's not a complex smoke.
Not at all. It's probably why it's a $15 smoke. But once again, bang for buck, you can't beat it. But it's just tried and true all the way through. Very smooth. Even though it's a Maduro, it's still not a strong cigar.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. Something to smoke too. Appreciate that, Smokey.
Oh, yeah.
Something to smoke too, man. We are signing off, man. It's been a good night. We finna keep smoking, keep drinking. We gonna get with y'all next time, man. Salute.
Peace.